one. Welcome to the Indie Corner. We'll talk about all things independent comics, specifically the greatest superhero comic book in the universe, Robert Kirkman's Invincible. I'm Mikey.
No, I'm Christian.
And I am Matt.
And today, people, we're back at it again in the main story of Invincible. We're going to talk about Volume 10 for y'all, which is the Who's the Boss story arc. Still have not seen that sitcom either. And it is going to be issues 48 to 53. It's been a while since we've been doing this because obviously we took a break because Thanksgiving and the holiday. Guys, how was your Thanksgiving? Was it chill? Was it nice? Was it festive?
I realize a lot of my family members are a lot more Republican than I last checked. It was a nice wake-up call.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Couldn't sleep in my bed for the majority of the time. That's nice. Turkey. Yeah.
How was it?
It was definitely a turkey.
Okay, cool. Matt, you? How was your Thanksgiving?
I got to hang out with my brother. It was good.
Nice. Okay. Mine was really. I just spent my time packing. That's all I did.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You didn't do anything in Florida?
No. Not
Okay.
really. We've just been chilling. In here. Yeah. So 4853. I'm excited to talk about this. This is good stuff.
So am I.
It's good. It's really good stuff. It's probably like some of the best we've read, I think, in my opinion, so far. I mean, every episode tops itself, in my opinion, when we do it.
It's pretty good. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's good.
Yeah. But
do you want to get into it?
Yeah. Hold on. We got a comment real quick. Kayla being a hater.
Ooh, comment! Yay!
Thanks, Kayla.
Thanks for watching, Kayla.
For watching and hating, but watching. Thank you so much.
I'm just happy that we could interact with people like on it. We never get to do that. Like every once in a while,
sometimes people either don't comment or I always don't pay attention and miss it. So
yeah, recognition, man.
All right. Well, so Matt, you want to talk about 48, please?
I will talk about 48. This comic book is called Invincible, number 48.
Never heard of it. What?
Said never heard of it.
Well, it's written by Robert Kirkman, okay, and it's drawn by Ryan Ottley.
Nice.
So that's a team that you might enjoy. And
also, the headline has changed. So yeah, so now it's just called the best superhero comic book in the universe. Before it was just called probably the best superhero comic book in the universe. And
so
I think it's the same. There's just a rock over probably.
Yeah. But then it's going to have another change soon, which we will discuss later.
So scientific consensus suggests that this is in fact the best comic book.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, Thanksgiving was lame.
I mean, they're both true.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like both would apply.
So this issue starts with Mark and William and Rick, right? And they went bowling, and they had a good time, I guess. But Rick's real messed up because he was turned into a supervillain for a little bit. And I guess being turned into a supervillain makes you, like, real sad. So he's kind of got the depression going on. Then he dips and Mark dips. And we just a quick check-in to see where the characters are before we get into the actual stuff. Where we see Dr. Seismic, I believe his name is.
Yeah,
he's in a cell, and he's screaming and carrying on, you know. Yeah, he's doing his supervillain stuff. And then we decide to check in with every other superhero we've ever seen ever. There's a series of half-page panels where you see Savage Dragon, and you see Kate, and you see Britt is in here, and the Astounding Wolfman. And all of these characters, a lot of whom we've read spin-off stuff about, show up all of a sudden.
Yeah, that one in the corner, though, I've never heard of. That one below Savage Dragon. Never heard of him at all.
Well, apparently they appear monthly in Dynamo 5.
I guess they're the Dynamo 5, but like I don't care enough to read them.
Yeah, I really do not care. They're all fighting monsters because Dr. Seismic is making monsters come. I guess to break him out of prison.
Or
is that his name, Dr. Seismic?
Yeah, Doc Seismic. Just Doc. Doc.
Yeah, he doesn't actually have a doctor's degree. That's just his first name.
Like we've seen him before, like earlier in the run, like he attacked like Mount Rushmore in like the first 8 issues, and he fell down in like the hole. He's the dude. He has like shocker powers. Like he's like the shocker, but like an old man shocker, and he fell. Then, and I forget we covered this also. He came back and was like basically the mole man and like had control of like the mole creatures.
He got bit by a radioactive rock and got all the rock abilities from
That's definitely what it was. Radioactive rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, so he broke himself out of prison with the mole people, and then they got him back in prison, so there's just a follow-up to that. So
okay. So we see Mark's mom. Mark's mom is talking to Cecil. He's like, you don't touch Oliver. Oliver's not for you. And Cecil's like, but I want him. And she goes, no, not for you. And then Cecil gets a call, and he's like, oh, no. There's a monster attacking stuff. We need your son. Where's your son? Well, her son, you may know as Mark, a.k.a. Invincible, the main character of the story. He's in Africa with Eve. And they're like, hey, their relationship is kind of rocky right now because he basically told her that he only liked her because her future self told him that she was in love with him. Even though it's not entirely true, but he implied that. After Kayla's comment, like the dwarf doc, that's entirely correct, and I wish it was the dwarf doc instead of this character because I think this character
it's the same design.
Okay.
Mark and Eve have a weird relationship right now, but they go because they've got to go fight the monsters. So they go flying over to the United States from Africa, and they see the monsters. And Dr. Simon's like, hey, man, I'm here, and I've got all the superheroes ever in these weird pods.
Yeah.
And so Mark's like, I'm going to rescue the superheroes in the pods. And Astounding Wolfman breaks out of the pod, and then Seismic calls more monsters. And so they fight monsters. Listen, guys, a lot of this issue is fighting giant monsters. The vast majority of this issue is just fighting giant monsters.
Finally.
I mean, listen. Gotta give what they want.
Enough of this character development. I want to see dragons.
But at the end of the issue, Doc Seismic wins. Invincible is dead, and that's how the issue ends.
Yeah, that's how
killing Invincible.
Yeah, here the monsters that he fights. Then here is Invincible going in and like killing them all.
Yes.
And then dead, and Invincible. That's it, guys. And ends at 48. We're done.
And now that was the entire series.
Word.
And now for our fan fiction. We're taking all the credit. Is that over?
Yeah,
basically. That's the issue, guys. What do you think of this issue?
It was cool.
I don't care about it.
We just have wrapped, the whole series up in a nice, neat little bow.
Yeah, Invincible dies. That's it. That's Kirkman doing the trope, just killing the hero off and just ending the series. So,
I thought it was real ballsy. Mikey, put Kayla's new comment up on the
I'm about to put on right now. I was about to say that she wants,
Right. That's not quite what I said. Although it would be great if I did.
That's what I remember you saying.
No, I said they flew from the United States to Africa.
I don't know, man. This video is recorded.
It's the other way around. They flew to
it's the other way around.
Who cares? That's not what I said.
Also, she also wants to say that, like, well, what a time to watch, because, like, it's the end of the series, so we're good.
Yeah, you missed the entire thing. We're all done now.
Yeah, we're all done.
We did it, boys. We're going home.
All we did was 13 episodes, and that's all it took. All done.
Anyway, after this is number 49 of Invincible.
Word.
I guess this is the epilogue. Kind of wraps up the story. It has a nice little bow on the end now that Mark's dead.
Yeah, exactly. It's just Eve crying in the corner the entire time.
Yeah, it's 21 pages of Eve crying. So can we move on to number 49? Do you talk about 40? Nothing happens in issue 48.
I mean, this is just Doc Seismic showing up, and that's basically it. I mean, nothing. They all just get captured. That's it. And Mark dies. So yeah, that's basically it. I don't have anything else to say about it.
All right, cool. Then I want to talk about 49.
49? Okay, cool.
There's a book called Invincible number 49. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. This is actually the direct sequel to Invincible number 48.
Word.
Who wrote this one? Was it Kirkman's predecessor, also named Kirkman?
Actually, this was written by Robert Kirkman.
Oh.
And it was drawn by Ryan Otley.
Ryan Otley.
Wow. Ryan Otley. Yeah, he drew this one.
Right now? Yeah, he's doing Deadpool right now, correct?
He does Spider-Man. He does Spider-Man sometimes. Sometimes.
My fault. That character's mixed up.
Didn't he do the Peanuts?
What?
Did Ryan Otley draw Peanuts?
Yeah. Yeah, right? Yeah. Pretty sure. That's why it looks so familiar. It looks exactly like the Peanuts.
Yeah, it's also Ryan Otley of Peanuts fame. Invincible number 49 opens with Cecil being real distressed because Mark died. And so he's like, all right, guys, we're going to get the Omni-Man in the field.
What?
The Omni-Man?
Meanwhile, Doc Seismic's like, all right, get those guys all wrapped up. He monologues about how much he hates Mark with another one of those iconic Robert Kirkman fucking word dumps. I swear to God, this man has got to stop writing the 70s. He writes comics like it's 1973. This is ridiculous. There's so much goddamn text.
A big word make Matt upset. Reading makes sense.
Well, Matt, hold on. Just to be clear, we were talking about Zdarsky's Daredevil earlier. Sometimes Zdarsky does the same thing.
No, but I'm definitely with Matt, though. I don't like this. I don't like all this congested gobbledygook.
It's just so much. It doesn't. And like this Doc Seismic. Why is there an entire page devoted to this character who doesn't matter, talking about shit that doesn't matter?
Because he's a villain that has to do with monologue.
I don't care. This is my problem with Invincible. I like Invincible. I genuinely really like Invincible. But there is so much bullshit.
I didn't know we struck a nerve. Go off.
Tell us how you really feel, Matt.
I told you how I really feel. Like we're over 50 issues in, and a lot of it's been super good. But I feel like you could have done this in like 25 if you just cut out the crap.
That's true.
In 1973, comics were really wordy. That's really it. Like,
yeah,
old comics tend to be really wordy, and I think the 70s are some of the worst in terms of wordiness. I love reading old books. I love that shit. But it's not an efficient use of the medium.
Fair enough.
So anyway, even Invincible, they get put in the same sack, which Mark is really excited about because he's always wanted to sack up with Eve, and now he gets to do it.
Yeah,
that was a bad joke. I don't like that one. Can we edit that out?
Because every time I hear the word sack now, I just think of the fucking quote from the second Transformer movie with the roommate, like, don't be sucking the sack, bro.
Oh my god. I hate that movie. Anyway, 49. Eve and Mark are in the sack together, and they're like, don't worry, Eve, I'll get us out of here, even though he has really no way to do it. And then Batman shows up. And Batman has an army of zombies with him. Batman and the zombie armies. His real name is what? Darkwing, right?
Yeah, Darkwing. We saw him back earlier. Back.
So yes, Darkwing Duck.
Yeah,
Darkwing Duck shows up with the Omni-Man, and they free all the superheroes. And the superheroes come out and they're like, "All right, let's teach these monsters a lesson." And then there's more monster fighting. There's a whole lot of monster fighting, and Darkwing Duck takes down Doc Samson. Doc Seismic. Not more than accident.
Samson's not in this book.
He's up Black Samson for obvious reasons.
Darkwing Duck takes down Doc Seismic.
This is also a really dope page. I love this page a lot.
It's pretty cool.
Different. I like how Brit's in someone's mouth. That's nice.
Then there's another page of Doc Seismic talking. He talks so much, and it doesn't matter. All the monsters run away, and Darkwing Duck grabs Doc Seismic, and Mark loses his mind and attacks Darkwing Duck, and he calls him a murderer because he murders people.
Yeah, the last time we saw him, it was in Midnight City, where he actually was killing people. Yeah, and he's like, "What the fuck? Why are you
here?" Because he's like Batman who kills people. He's Batman who kills people. That's what he is.
He's more like Robin that kills people. Because isn't this one like his ward from the original?
Yeah, it was his former sidekick. He was the previous Darkwing that Omni-Man murked. He had a sidekick called Nightboy, which is this Darkwing, essentially. He just took up the mantle and started killing people.
Yeah. So Mark's like, y'all, he's a murderer. And rest of the trailers are like, I mean, he's kind of cool though, so relax.
Yeah, but his outfit's pretty cool though.
I mean, they're like, yeah, he's fine, Mark, relax. And Cecil shows up and he's like, I'm here to stop things. And Marcus ropes it and he runs away.
I mean, he does a little more than that. Mark's essentially just like, he should be in jail. I put him in jail. We stopped him. Why isn't he there? Like, you know?
Right. And he's with the Animan, who are bad guys.
Yeah.
So this whole thing looks pretty shady. Cecil's not in the best light right here.
As we said this before, but he acting sus again.
And so Eve meets with Mark, and they talk about it. Mark talks about how it was never broadcast that Darkwing was a murderer. It wasn't on the news. It was completely covered up. And Mark feels pretty bad about that. He's like, I'm going to go have a quick conversation with Cecil. And he goes to talk to Cecil, and he says, hey, dude, what's up with Darkwing? So we're like hanging out with murderers now, and we're hanging out with zombies. Can we kind of not do that so much? And meanwhile, there's also this mad scientist guy, Sinclair. I don't remember who he is. Is he the Animan dude?
Yeah, he's the Animan dude.
Animan dude walks in, and Mark's like, Cecil, what the fuck is he doing here? He's even worse than Darkwing. What are you doing? And then Cecil goes, all right, come here, Mark. We're going to go into this other room. Ryan Otley doesn't want to draw backgrounds anymore, so we're going to go into a room without backgrounds. And he takes Mark into the room without backgrounds. And he's like, now listen, if you want to save the planet, sometimes you got to do bad things. And Mark's like, no, you're wrong. This is wrong. You're doing this wrong. Why did you even bring me into this room without backgrounds anyway? And Cecil's like, they come in a surprise, and then all the zombies come, and they're gonna kill Mark in the backgroundless room.
So
thoughts, y'all? Honestly, I thought this issue kind of wasn't very interesting either. I also hate the white room.
I kind of liked it.
I mean,
yeah, you don't seem to like the white room very much.
No, I don't. I think it's dumb. I think that Ryan Otley decided he didn't want to draw backgrounds anymore. That's really what it seems like.
It really is.
Matt, let me tell you something real quick. Just come a little closer. Come a little closer, Matt. Come a little closer. Backgrounds fucking suck to draw. I hate them.
But bitches love backgrounds, Mikey.
I guess you have a point. It's easy for me to criticize. I'm not an artist. That being said, I've read a lot of comics in my life, and a lot of them have backgrounds in them. So
I'm just surprised that the government agent wasn't trustworthy. What the fuck?
Here's why I'm kind of lukewarm on this. Personally, I'm just not interested in the Cecil being Nick Fury sort of storyline. I'm not all that into the like the I don't know. I'm just not into the storyline. It just doesn't do it for me.
I feel like, do you think like you're done, or like maybe if they add a little something, you might be like,
oh, maybe it's going somewhere. I don't know. It's just it doesn't interest me as much as Angstrom Levy does, or Alan, or Omni-Man, or because there's like 30 different storylines going on at the same time in this book, and this one just doesn't do it for me. But that's just my own personal preference.
Yeah,
it kind of feels like Kirkman's kind of blue balls in this for a little bit, being like, "Oh, I know what you want. You want more Omni-Man."
Yeah,
no, that's exactly what he's doing.
You get Cecil because fuck you, and I want you to fester and want shit, and I'm not gonna give it to you because fuck you. I want Alan. I miss him. He's gonna bust some cheeks up, man.
I remember when I first read this, I thought it was kind of cool because I thought like, because the whole Kirkman not playing with tropes thing, I thought he was gonna be like, like Cecil's not gonna go that route until this happens. Like, okay, that's cool. I was like, okay, shit, look at that. And then when I'm reading it now, I'm like, I agree with Matt. Like, it's yeah.
It's just like I feel like I've seen this before. I feel like this is every single story with Nick Fury in it. You know what I mean?
Fact.
But he's white.
Nick Fury is also
white.
Yeah.
Except when he's not.
Really?
No. Yeah. I mean, Christian, there are two Nick Furies, my G.
I know the original one is white.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the new one where it's actually Samuel Jackson.
No. I mean, they're the same character though, basically. Just one's black.
Yeah, but I can agree with Matt. This issue was
fine.
It's fine. I mean, I do like that Mark is still sticking with his values. That's like the most important thing about the issue.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. That's basically it. So yeah, should we move on?
Yeah, but dude, talk about number 50.
50. We've hit a milestone, people. We're at 50 issues now. Think about that. We're at 50 issues.
I know. That's a lot of issues.
Yeah. 50. And I just want to say real quick, I put both these covers on here because I love the second variant cover. Like, I think it's really cool.
I agree.
Yeah, it's a nice cover. So anyway, since issue 50 picks up with the aftermath of what happened last issue, so Cecil is about to step with Mark with his reanimate. And then Mark's like, what the fuck you doing? And he's just like, yeah, bro, the fact that you're trying to stop me from, saving the planet. That's what it's looking right now. I just brought you here just because I'm trying to defend myself. You seem go agitated, bro. You chill out. And he's just like, what do you mean? You're a bad dude. And he's like, am I though? Am I really? And then Mark, obviously from this page, you can tell that he wrecks these reanimates pretty quickly because there's only 6 of them. And Cecil was just like, and then you see like when the room starts to deactivate, and then we like Cecil, you see that Cecil's been doing some work with Dan Sinclair and has made an army of reanimate.
Yeah. And I think this page makes up for Ryan Ottley not wanting to draw backgrounds before.
Yeah.
This page is really cool.
Yeah.
It's a good reveal.
And it's just this like, and again, Mark is saying like, dude, like you shouldn't be doing bad things as an excuse to save the human race is right and wrong. Simple as that. And Cecil doesn't see it that way. He's just like, I'm doing like what's a common phrase like doing this for like what's best for the greater good. Is that a good phrase to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And essentially he's basically just like, Mark, here's the thing though, like if you're against my wishes, right? If you're against me, then you're my enemy. And then it is revealed that Mark
like, is Skywalker.
Yeah. And then essentially it is revealed that Cecil put something in Mark's head. So the communicator that's embedded in Mark's ear isn't the only thing they put in there. Essentially, when Mark got his ass beat by his dad, was in that like brief coma in like issue 9. No, issue 8 or issue 9, I think. They put something in his head. So they essentially, the scientists theorized that his equilibrium is very, and his balance is very important to, like, you know, his movement, his flying abilities. So that's what they theorized on Omni-Man. So they thought they put a test to Mark. So essentially put a device with a very loud, like painful, like sound that will disrupt his eardrums, therefore disrupting his balance. And it appears to be working because Mark is in excruciating pain. And Cecil says, Mark, don't try to remove it or even try to mess with it, because if so, the thing will be put on a permanent loop and it will actually like probably kill you. And then Marcus is just like, how far do you think the range on this thing goes? And he's like, I don't know. He whooshes, and turns out he starts to fly all the way to the, as revealed, to the Guardians of the Globe headquarters in Utah in excruciating pain. He arrives there and is essentially just like, guys, please help me. Like, someone's trying to kill me. And they're just like, bruh, who's trying to kill you? We can help out. And then Cecil arrives, like, okay, stop right there. And then Rudy's like, hey, Cecil, someone's trying to kill Mark. What's the deal? And he's like, I'm aware of that. So guys, here's the thing. Mark is essentially now a security threat. He has fought me. He has, in order, and is against, you know, my ways of saving the world. And so here's the thing, right? Arrest this man. He's our enemy now. And they're just like, they're confused. And because he's like, but he's Mark. Mark's Invincible's helped us out, blah, blah. And just like, Mark says, listen, here's the thing, guys. He recruited Darkwing, that dude that just showed up. He's a bad dude. I literally stopped him, like months ago, for killing people in Midnight City. He's a murderer. I'm surprised it hasn't happened on the news because Cecil obviously covered it up. Yeah. And they're just like, but Darkwing's a cool dude. As what Matt said before, he's a cool dude. Like, he's chill. Like, and Rudy's like, I've known Darkwing. Like, Immortal's also known Darkwing for a while. Like, he's a good guy. And he's like, no, he's not. And then he also reiterates that the Reanimen were made by this dude named Jay Sinclair, which Mark also stopped. And how does Cecil have access to them when he's in jail? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And then so Mark's trying to sway them a little bit. And Cecil and all this, they're just saying like, yo, I love how Rex is like, yo, we didn't sign up for this, Cecil. Like, is this true what they're saying? And then he just proceeds to hurt Mark even more. And essentially it's just like, guys, it's like, God damn it, Mark, you're like a virus, just swaying all my pawns. And then they're just like, oh hell no. So then Monster Girl monsters up, they're getting ready to fight. Granted, people, for our audience, is the first time Monster Girl has monstered up in a while. So that's how you know things are going to get real. They start fighting Cecil and the
I like the phrase "monster up." It's kind of like Hero Up from Ben 10.
Or
it feels the same way too. This is my way of saying I miss Ben 10.
Yes. Why do we talk about Ben 10 like every episode?
Honestly,
I've never watched this show.
Well,
which is unfortunate for you.
It's obvious that you should, because it comes up in conversation a lot. And I'd love to participate in conversation with you.
Let's have Mikey, I think a podcast about Ben 10.
Well, yes. we can arrange that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be on it, though, so y'all have to.
I hate that.
But anyway, during the fight, Rex decides to be the smart hero that he is, and is like, "Hey, Invincible, I'll save you," and throws an exploding thingy to the device that controls the loud, painful ringy thingy that's hurting Invincible. Turns out Rex is an idiot, and now that thing's on the permanent loop, like Cecil said it would. And Mark's just like in excruciating pain now. And literally, things are getting out of control. And at the same time, the Reanimen are also beating the crap out of Mark. So it's just like Mark's just getting decimated and like destroyed, essentially by what's happening. So then Cecil's just like regretting his stuff, like, oh my God, what have I done? Things are getting out of control. And then he goes to Jay Sinclair, like, Sinclair, stop reanimate right now. But it's like, but Sinclair's like, yo, you didn't give me time to do that, like, cause you wanted them now, and I didn't put the fail safe in yet, so I can do one at a time, but like it's gonna take me a little bit. It's very convenient. So then when I love this scene so much, when Cecil gets back, Mark just decimates all of them, and it's just like holy shit. And then essentially, Cecil's like, okay then, guys, we're done. This is over. Like, I do what it takes to protect the world. Deal with it. So if you want to leave, you can leave. But if you're with me, we can still have our arrangements and our agreements together. It's fine. Yeah, but Mark, you're fucking fired. And he's just like, fine, I'm fired. And Cecil's about to leave, and he's just like, okay, that's all people. And Mark's like, hold up, Cecil, and fucking flies into the portal and basically threatens Cecil's life, pulls him up, and it's like, Cecil, here's the thing, bro. I'm done with you. We're done. Our arrangement is done. But if you mess with me, mess with my mom, or with my mom and my family, and most importantly, if you recruit Oliver, because you know he has powers now. If you recruit him to the Guardians of the Globe, don't make no mistake, bruh. You finna die. And then he just leaves. And I love this scene a lot because like Mark, is his father's son after all. So yeah. So then after that, Mark leaves. He transitions back to the Grayson home. He goes up to meet with Deborah, Oliver, and Eve. And essentially, like, they're talking about what's happening. Like, Mark, are you okay? They're all worried about him. He's like, yeah, I'm fine. I don't really want to talk about it right now. And I love how Oliver's just hovering just because he's just enjoying his powers. It's very cute. And then essentially he just wants to like talk to Eve outside. And the bitch is like, yeah, listen, I kind of threatened Cecil. We're not doing our thing anymore. And yeah, like, also, why are you here? And he's like, oh yeah, I just came to calm your mom down, and I like, want to see if you're okay. Like, I'm caring. And she's just like, yeah, everyone's all quitting, Monster Girl, like, and he's just saying like, oh, these people might quit, these people might not, and which we'll see next issue. And he's like, yeah, like, that's the whole situation that's happening. Like, oh, like, you want to go back inside? And he's like, no. And then he also just wants to talk about, when he was in pain, when he was probably about to die, when like Cecil got the reanimate on him and like the whole device in his ear, all he could think about was her. And she's just like, oh, really? And it's just like literally like every time, like mostly every time when I always think about you is when I'm in like a life or situation, which means to come to show that like I actually do care about you. And then she grabs him and they exchange a kiss and they shoot hands.
They smooch.
Yeah.
They smooched.
So his feelings are genuine.
Kayla says Ben 10 is hype, by the way, so she can be on the podcast with you guys, so I don't have to.
Oh, word? Okay.
Finally, some fucking culture from a third-party member, Matthew.
Nice. Yeah. That's what you get, Matt. We can watch Ben 10 together, B. You can just join the podcast with us.
I bet if I showed you a photo of 4 arms, it would be like, why is he red and has 4 arms? Fuck you.
But yeah, that's issue 50, guys. Any thoughts on issue 50?
Yes. I like 50 a lot. I think it's great. Cool.
It's great.
I replaced the word gay every time they referred to the device in Mark's head, and it made the read so much more fun for me. He got infected with the gay. Oh my God. I installed the gay in your head. And he just spazzing me. He's like, oh no, the gay. As you could see, I'm an intellectual.
Yeah, of course, Christian. Of course. Yes. Yeah, I listened to a lot, just like, again, Mark sticking with his morals and not agreeing with Cecil at all, because obviously we can tell Cecil's with the government. He's doing awful shit for the sake of for the greater good, and that's not all right. And yeah.
I like seeing Mark sticking with his morals. That's really cool. I thought the fight with the Reaniman was cool. I think Rex is starting to get into it, starting to become a pretty cool character.
I told you, he's getting there.
You were right. I like Rex now.
Yeah, This hit the nail on the head for me too with Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. You're right. He dumb.
He's all right.
You know, he kind of almost accidentally killed Mark, but.
And I think this little smooch at the end is really nice.
It's very sweet. I mean, because Eve was very worried ever since the whole future self coming back and telling Mark to like tell her like how she feels about him and stuff like that. So
yeah,
it's good to like know that like I finally mentioned that like while he thought he was about to die, that's all he was thinking about was her. I think it's very like sweet. It's very Matt because like here's the you're a Spider-Man fan,
right? You could say that.
Yeah, you could say that. Obviously, Mark follows the whole teenage superhero trope. Do you think when it comes to like Spider-Man's relationship with Mary Jane, do you think so far you kind of like may either think it's coming to that point or you think it's like maybe possibly better developed than Spider-Man comics or no?
Ooh.
That's a complicated question that you just asked me. Do I think it's better developed? No.
Okay.
I think that they have a cute relationship.
We're too early yet, so.
But yeah, we're still really early in it. All things considered, we haven't really seen that much of Eve. She's the main character, obviously, but I don't think it's on the same level as Pete and Mary Jane yet.
Yeah, maybe I should
ask that. Will be, especially for me. Maybe it will be. We'll see. We still have like 50 something to go.
Maybe more than 50.
But yeah.
I should have asked that question. It was too early to ask. I don't know why I thought about that.
That's fine. But okay, here's the thing. This is their first kiss, right?
No. Remember he kind of cheated on Amber the last time. That's when they kissed. That was
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Amber was like low-key flirting with this one guy, and we were like, oh, she ain't shit. Women ain't shit. And then Mark went on and kissed Eve, and we're like, all right, they ain't shit.
I think that Pete and MJ have a better first kiss. I love their first kiss. It's during the Clone Saga, the original Clone Saga in the 70s, which is still. I love that story. It's not that great, but I love that story. And when Pete and MJ kiss for the first time, that moment is legitimately really, really, really good.
Okay. Yeah,
they've got a ways to go.
Too early. I don't know. I shouldn't have asked that question. But
I'll speak it later.
I feel like that's your way of saying that something good's gonna come up that you're really excited about, and you want to be like, I want to try.
All right.
Yeah, so I look forward.
Right now, you want me to just say? I mean, it's not really a spoiler or anything, but like.
No, I want it to be a surprise. I know you want to say.
It's my opinion of them two.
Oh, yeah, what's your opinion of them?
They're probably like my favorite couple in comics.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. They're like definitely top 5. I mean, my number 1 is I love Green Arrow and Black Canary, but like together, I love those two. But like they're probably second.
Well, here's the thing. My favorite romantic relationship in comics is Pete and MJ. So big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Oh no, Hannah's gonna cyberbully us. No. She's gonna call us the Power Rangers because we have corresponding colors.
Shit.
And of course the white guy is the red one. Oh no.
I just realized that you said that.
And the black guy is the black one.
I don't want to be a teenager with attitude.
I don't want to ride Megazords. I want to flip.
I don't want my thing to be the Mastodon.
I don't want the pterodactyl.
I don't want to fight Rita Repulsa.
Or Ivanhoe.
Oh, I get it.
All right.
Yeah, that was a tangent.
Thank you for that. 51.
Yeah, 51. Thanks, Hannah, for joining us. We appreciate it. That was great. So, issue 51, and we're going to talk about this cover, people. I'm sorry. We got to talk about this cover, fam.
I forgive you. It's okay. It's a good cover.
51. So, it seems that something a little different.
Yeah.
So, first off, the title was completely changed. and it's the all new, all awesome Invincible.
All of it?
So
I love the 51st issue thing. That's very good and very funny.
Great. That's great. And looks like Mark has a new costume, or or is that even Mark? Maybe it's Invincible. I don't know.
Who's Invincible, Mikey? I don't know that because we didn't get to the
with his new sidekick. I don't know what's supposed to do with that.
Maybe.
I like this costume a lot. I think it's cool.
More than the original?
Like
the blue costume, the blue and black costume. I think it's really cool.
But do you like it more than the original, though?
I might.
You might.
Matt, I do.
Do you?
Am I the only one that doesn't like it?
Probably.
Wow.
I have a feeling it's not going to stick around very long, but I like it.
It's not. Hold on. Hannah says like
change back during these issues. I don't remember.
Nah.
If I put my head over here, it looks like the H has a hat. Continue.
Yeah, but she's, cyberbullying is commencing, guys. But yeah, I love this. This is probably my favorite covers. My top 10 favorite covers in the series. This cover is drawn by my favorite artist of all time, Jim Lee. So, not the best he's done, but it's cool. At least he's drawn Invincible, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm
not a huge Jim Lee fan necessarily, but this is a cool cover.
I love Jim Lee to death. Oh God. Okay. But yeah. So Matt, this was funny though. I looked up. I'm like, oh no, awesome. Like this didn't come out around Oh No Different Marvel. So I was like, yeah. So I'm curious. Where like, did Oh No Different like? Did they take this from?
No, because I don't know the origin of the phrase. Because Giant Size X-Men #1, where they introduce Colossus and Storm and Nightcrawler and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That also says, introducing the all new, all different X-Men on the cover.
Okay. All right.
I just said that out loud, and now I'm not sure if that's right. But I think it is. Regardless, all new, all different is not the first time they used that phrase. It's been used in comics before. So I don't know what the origin is.
Yeah, okay, just making sure. All right, so to begin, issue 51. 51 starts with Mark and Oliver training, and I like this a lot. So they're training. Mark is clearly boosting, showing Oliver up. Oliver's asking him to slow down. So essentially, Mark's just says like, "Yo, Oliver, here's the thing, bro. To be like me, you have to push yourself. You got to exercise. You got to train." And he's like, "Okay, cool. I think as long as I get as fast as you, I'm chilling." And so then they start flying around, and Mark noticed that he kind of, zoomed up a little bit too fast, and he didn't expect that. And yeah, and Oliver's having a good old time. I love Oliver a lot.
I still hate him
for no reason.
We'll talk about it later. I kind of like him a little bit less after this.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm a little iffy on him now, but we'll get to it.
All right. Well, anyway, so after the training session, they transitioned back to something we haven't seen since the first early issues. We're talking about the team's headquarters in the fucking bridge. And essentially, we have just, as we said last issue, that obviously some of them were not going to agree with Cecil's methods, and essentially, let's see here, we have Adam Eve, Rexplode, Bulletproof, Monster Girl, and Rudy essentially left the team and are using the whole team headquarters as a temporary base. And they're looking into a name because they can't call themselves the Guardians of the Globe because that's government sanctioned and people are still there. So yeah, so they're essentially moving in. And I love that like Bulletproof was like, yeah, don't call us the team because I'm a grown ass man. And the fact that I'm with you kids is kind of making me a little uncomfortable. So just chill with that. And I love that. So yeah, they're just discussing a new team name, the whole ish. And essentially it transitions to Rex and Adam Eve. And essentially she is telling him that, yeah, I'm moving back home. I'm leaving Africa and I'm staying with my parents for now. And it's just everything's just good. And it's like, just spending more time with Invincible. Rex is like, Invincible, huh? wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And she's like, yeah, we've been dating, like, and everything's been going good so far. And it's like, oh no, listen. I know we've had our ish, but like, I hope for the best for you guys. I think you guys are actually a really nice couple. And she's like, when do you stop being an asshole? It's bothering me. I love it. I love that. I love that page.
Well, a couple issues back, we went through a lot of good character development. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, so we can see Rex is getting some good character development, and it's making other characters uncomfortable. So it's good stuff. So it transitions back to Utah in the Guardians of the Globe headquarters, where we see the people that have stayed behind, which is Black African American Samson, Immortal, Duplicate, and Shapesmith. And essentially, they're talking with Cecil, being just like, "Listen, Immortal, you gotta relax," because he's very upset that people fucking left. Because Immortal sees, because he's been around for a long time, he sees the way he approves of the way Cecil gets stuff done. And essentially, yeah, but he's like, listen, fuck. Cecil's like, yo, fuck those kids. It doesn't matter because we have a new recruit joining the Guardians of the Globe, and it is Darkwing. And basically, Darkwing is on the Guardians of the Globe now, and Immortal and Black Samson welcome him with open arms because they have history with him because he was Darkwing's sidekick. And I love how Shapeman's like, who's he again? Who's this guy? Shapeman's great. Also, I love how I didn't say about on it last issue, but like they said that Shapesmith was gonna stay regardless because he kind of has a weird admiration towards Immortal. Yeah, so it transitions back to Chaboy Titan, and he's essentially talking about the plan that he's enacting with the Order and I forget the dude's name, but like the Chinese guy that who has the mechanical jaw, who's like one of the heads of the crime orgs that he's syndicated with. They're having a plan, and essentially like Isotope is just like, hey yo, I don't know if we can get this done, my G. Like the clock's ticking. There's a high-ranking member of the Order, which is what it's called. And like, listen, can we just not deal with this? And Titan's like, the fuck you say, bro? You stepping to me, bro? You gotta have some loyalty, son. This is how this shit works. And they're just like, and he threatens his life, and just like, listen, I won't be so easily overtaken. So either you're with me or you're against me. Understood? He's like, understood. He's like, I thought so. Titan's being a beast, and I love that shit. It transitions back to our boy Art. And essentially, Art is Mark took Art with Oliver to Art to get his new costume fitted. And here we see this page of Oliver in his new sidekick outfit. And I'm not gonna lie, it looks like crap, but I think that's intentional.
I think it's cute. I like it.
It's cute. It's
shit. That's childish shit. He ain't shit. He ain't never gonna be shit. Fuck that shit.
And I think it's like I interpret it as like Kirkman having a play on like Burt Ward, like Robin, like early Robin, you know, with the underwear and like the booties and stuff. I think it's great.
Yeah, I agree.
So essentially, like Oliver's Street, I was like, yo, I love it. It's awesome. I get to fight crime, blah blah blah. And he's like, yo, so you want to think of a new name? Like, he's like, so what do you think your name's gonna be? And he's just like, yo, I think I'm calling myself Kid Omni-Man. He's like, Kid Omni-Man, like, you think are you sure? Like, I don't like that idea, but then he's like, listen, Art was gonna go with Omni Boy. So like I was gonna go with Omni Boy, but like, you know, it's the stuff's new to me. I don't care. Let the kid do what he wants.
Yeah. I already put down the O, so it's gotta be O something.
There's an O on there, so there has to be an O in the name.
Yeah.
And essentially, like, he's like, Art isn't going to tell you this because, like, you know, he's not the person. But, like, here's the thing. Using Dad's name is probably a bad idea because he tried to, like, enslave the Earth and, like, almost killed me. So, like, but then Oliver's like, but I want to, like, honor our father's memory because on my homeworld, he was a strong leader and an inspiration to us all. And then Invincible's like, sure. You're on Earth now, so don't do that. But if you want to go with it, okay, I guess. But it's like also, but Art's like, yo, also Mark, I was thinking about tweaking your costume too. I already have the rough one. I have this new one already made. I want to give it a try. I was like, yeah, sure. And we get to see what we see in the cover. Mark in his new darker costume.
Blue Beetle?
Oh my god. Well, okay.
Oh, you gotta fucking ruin it.
Tiny Reyes, guys. God, I can't believe you're reading a Blue Beetle book.
I thought it would be funny. I didn't expect it.
No, you're right though. It's Blue Beetle. He's Blue Beetle.
Hannah said that the kid looks like number 4 from Umbrella Academy and Dash from Incredibles. He kind of does, in a way, but he's perfect.
He has the brain too. Yeah.
Yeah, but fuck you, Christian. God damn it. He gets a new darker costume, and as I said before, this is probably my favorite costume in Invincible. I love it a lot. It's basically Kirkman's play on like darker, like the black suit of like Spider-Man, or like what other darker suits are there in comics that peers have worn? I don't know.
Only that one. That's the only one that exists.
Okay. But yeah, or like for example, I'd say like Dick Grayson transitioning from his like disco suit to like his more modern suit.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess that's a comparison.
No, that's a good one.
Yeah. But essentially Invincible's like, Mark's like, I don't know about this costume, like why do you need to change it? And he's like, Mark, come on now. Listen, this is a better look for you, bro. It looks a lot better for you. Like and I love how he was just like, why you gotta replace like the fingerless gloves, and why take out the boot? He's like, listen, Mark, I don't know why I gave you boots in the first place. They're fucking bulletproof. Like, you know? And I love this conversation that's happening. And Oliver's like, I like it. So, and he's like, you know what? He's like, we'll take it. And also, like, guys, people are in danger right now, so you guys should go. And so they both whoosh, and it transitions back to Eve, with her parents. And essentially, she's being like, hey, guys, I want to move back in. And her dad's just like, nah, fuck you. You're not my daughter. Ugh. And then she's just like, don't be an asshole, Dad. Leave me alone. And her mom's like, can I move him back or what? Like, yeah, you can move back in. It's fine. It's fine. And I remember this when I read this made me throw back to when we did when we unfortunately did Adam, Eve, and Explode back in episode 2. And
unfortunately, you're the one who told us to do it. The audacity of you, Michael. The audacity. Continue.
I think back then, her not liking her parents, as I said, was kind of out of character, but she does have issues with her parents. That's still a thing, you know. Yeah. So she eventually is moving back in, transitions back to Mark and Oliver. Essentially, there's a huge breakout happening at the prison. As we can see, there's Furnace and Magnamaniac. Not Magnamaniac, the lightning dude. I always forget his name. They're all breaking out. They're all wrecking shit. So then they're about to intervene. Oliver's like, "Yo, stay back. You're not ready for this. You're just here to observe." And he's like, "Oh yeah, fuck you, Mark." And he starts to boost into the action. He gets fucking electrocuted by a Russian electrocution man. He gets wrecked. Oliver goes into a fucking Mark goes into a rage, and essentially is about to wreck these dudes. They keep calling him. They don't know who Mark is. they're just like, who are you? Like, Invincible? And he's like, Invincible? The fuck you mean? It's me, Invincible, people. Come on now. And essentially he starts to wreck shit. He defeats the bad guys. And I love that Furnace is like, I'm trying to make a living. Stop wrecking my suits. And essentially he checks on Oliver, and Oliver is okay, and he's like, dude, don't do that again, because you could have gotten yourself killed. And he's like, okay, I'm sorry. And so then it transitions back to the nuclear silo that the Lizard League, as we remember back in a couple episodes ago, they tried to overtake. And it transitions back to them. These soldiers are, talking about having on their break time, going on the vending machine. And then it turns out the Mauler twins show up.
Yeah.
And we're just like, like, surprise, we're back. Backstreet's back. All right.
All right, okay.
And then it transitions back to Oliver and Mark flying away, and it's like, and Mark's noticing that, yo, he's actually like getting like, you're getting really faster, like all of a sudden, like you're catching up to me now. You weren't like that early this morning, and essentially they are basically they figure out that like, oh yeah, maybe because of your mom's side, because they age so fast, you're probably gonna be you're developing powers a lot faster than I would have, with my half human DNA, and literally just like, and they're just like, oh, that's awesome, and he's like, listen, like, you're still not mad at me, right? And he's like, oh, no, I'm not. So it's good, brother, sibling talk, good stuff. So then it transitions back to the Grayson home where Dina is making out with her boyfriend on the couch. And she's like, well, and the boyfriend's like, and I forget his name, but I think his name's Paul.
I think it's Paul.
Yeah. And he's just like, oh, this is awkward. And literally it's just like, oh, these are Halloween costumes, but like Oliver's floating. So he's like, oh yeah, they're costumes, and essentially Tron points to the news where it's like, oh, like looks like we see a new Invincible, Invincible disappeared, so here goes the new guy, Invincible, and his new sidekick, Kid Omni-Man, it looks like. And Mark's like, Invincible? Are you fucking serious? Why can't people tell that it's me? And it's just like, it's great.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
And Oliver's like, oh, we're on TV, that's sick. And I'm just like, and he's just like, but Invincible though, like why? And then it transitions back to even Mark. They're outside. Mark's just, thinking about the whole Invincible situation. And she's just like, hey, I saw you on the news. He's like, I saw you on the news, and don't worry, I think the Invincible thing's kind of hilarious. And it's just like, yeah, like, oh, what's the new costume? And it's like, oh, it's something Art cooked up, like, I've had it. It's like, I don't really want to cut me some slack. I'm not really feeling it. And Mark's like, and it basically is like, what will make it better? He's like, what? Is like, if I kissed you, and they kiss because he's been having a rough day, and we see this camera in the corner, and we're like, huh, the fuck is that? And turns out our boy Angstrom Levy is watching it. And issue 51 ends.
Angstrom Levi jeans.
So
I'm excited for Angstrom Levi jeans. He's the best villain.
Honestly, yeah. We love a villain that once was not that bad of a guy and then shit hit the fan.
No, that's what makes him that's why he's my favorite villain in Invincible. Like, that concept.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So any thoughts on issue 51?
I like it. I like seeing Oliver. I like his new costume. His name is really long and kind of stupid. Kid Omni-Man. I don't like it. I think it's just a mouthful. But I like his costume. I like him mostly. We'll get into it. But I thought it was a good issue.
I think Oliver is stupid and everything about him is
You're just racist because he's purple.
Yes. That's against God.
Also, if you've noticed for our readers, I don't know if you want me to. I'm gonna just go back real quick. Oliver's like over time as he grows, Oliver's color's fading away. It's getting more towards like normal skin tone. So yeah, fuck
I actually start liking him after that, and people genuinely think I hate him because of his purple skin. That'd be hilarious. Like if he actually does something that I really, really like, when his skin is. Oh, shut up.
Yeah, but I love this issue a lot. Of course, I love Oliver. Getting his suit, very, because I knew, like, I read this. I didn't think about this last time I read the first time. I'm like, this is Burt Ward, like Robin take. Like that's what this looks like to me. I agree. Again, I love Mark's costume. That new one is pretty boss, even though
it's so slick.
Invincible one, it's close to the heart. That one will always be the OG. But this one is just like that darker version because Mark is in a dark place right now, and it's effective with the story. So
I agree.
I still prefer the original. I don't know what it's about this one that I just don't like it.
Did the lack of yellow maybe?
Probably.
And the fact that like the eyes are black.
Nah,
Okay.
Yeah, I like the eyes. I like the mask.
Okay. I mean, it's awesome. But I mean, but our man not being dead.
That's the best part. That's the best part. This page is so good. I'm so glad Angstrom's back. He might be my favorite character. He's such a good villain.
He is.
You like him more than Alan?
You're right. Alan, my favorite character.
Yeah, Alan's the best. Yeah, get it straight, Matt. Also, Christian, Hannah wants to point out that you're racist. As we've been saying that he's racist. We've been calling him out. Don't worry.
Listen.
There's no excuse.
No excuse for racism.
Just because I hate this alien for his race doesn't mean I'm racist.
But yeah, it's just more cooking. It's more setup, more seasoning. Just for our audience and for you too. Since Antrim is back, there's only 2 more episodes that we have to cover until the event. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's
I'm excited for the event.
Hannah's also saying no tolerance, as we've been saying. Hannah, we've been giving him the
no tolerance for these aliens, man. They're taking
stop this.
I'm sorry, I'll stop. Oliver is a great character, and he has absolutely no flaws, and we will not see any flaws within his character in the next couple of issues.
This is even worse. I wish you were racist.
But yeah, guys. Any last thoughts on 51? I mean 50. Yeah, 51. 51.
I think we said everything we need to.
I'm so excited for the next 2 issues now. It has been a long time coming for this.
I'm scared. Just because.
All right, here we go. Yeah, I get it. I know what we've got. Man, we gave these issues to the wrong guy. We should not have given to the racist.
Oh God!
He could go. Look, I was right. You called me a racist, but I was right. These purple people are terrorists. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'm waiting on you, Mikey. Just bring me in.
Okay, so issue 51.
Issue 52. All right.
52. No, 52. Yeah, 52.
There you go. Issue 52 begins in the household where Mother, what's her name? Mother of Mark.
Debbie.
Is watching the news. Debbie, yeah. And sees the Mauler twins back at it again in the nuclear silo where the... I'm doing the thing right now. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, they just got to my part. All right, love you guys. All right, so
bye.
No. So, nuclear silo. Mark runs off to save the day, as he do. And then we get to the Mauler twins looking badass as usual. Their with their big old guns over the Guardians of the Globe. They got absolutely murked. And one of the, I guess, the original guards of the nuclear silo is complaining, saying, the lizard people, they did it and they failed. You will fail too, and you will not destroy the earth. Fuck you, Mauler twins. And I think, was it here? Let me check. Okay, yeah. And then Oliver comes down looking for Mark and realizes on the news that there's a fight. So Oliver decides to run off and try to save the day with his big old bro.
Word.
Yeah. And
he's being a good brother.
Yeah, a good brother. He is absolutely infallible, the perfect little poster child of a great boy. Absolutely nothing wrong with him whatsoever. So Mark makes it there. Quick fight scene. Is that right? Did I write that down?
Well, I'll just say real quick that their plan is to not
destroy. I want to say it. Yeah. Okay. So they come in. The Mauler twins say, geez, it's Invincible. Obviously, Mark is not thrilled about this. And he says that you're not going to blow this place up. It's just a complete dick move. And the Mauler twins explain, no, we're not going to blow this place up. What we're going to do, we're going to launch these nukes into space, and we're going to take out the satellites. All right? Once we take out the satellites, then we're going to make new satellites. Yeah.
Is it that we're going to take out the satellites?
What?
Was it that they're going to take out the satellites? I thought they said they're going to take up, like, they're going to shoot it at the sun, cause a solar flare that would take out all the satellites.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take out the satellites.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they're going to corner the satellite market. They're going to go into the satellite business. They're going to make satellites and sell satellites to the UN, and that's how they're going to get rich.
Welcome to Mauler and Mauler Incorporated. We sell satellites. We sell big satellites,
like
small satellites, round satellites, ugly satellites, beautiful satellites, satellites for porn, satellites for nothing, everything except for porn, satellites for your kids, satellites for your adults, satellites for your dog. Anyway, that bit died pretty quickly.
They're just trying to step up to T-Mobile, be like, yeah, fuck you, T-Mobile. That's what you get for
Is this their plan, just to become T-Mobile?
Basically.
Yeah. So after they explain the plan, Mark's like, all right, that ain't shit. I'm going to clap your cheeks. And then Oliver comes in, even though he really shouldn't. And Mark is absolutely pissed. Fight scene happens. One of the Mauler twins was able to hit the button and launch the nukes. Mark goes beast mode trying to catch up to that rocket. And it's just Oliver and the Mauler twins. Oh, geez, aren't we so scared for this poster child? Oliver straight up punches the Mauler twins' jaw out of its socket. Obviously, the Mauler twin is quite upset, but Oliver shakes it off like it's no big deal. And the next page, Mikey.
Oh, God.
I was right. He's a menace. He just committed a murder. He's the murderer.
Murders this guy.
Dude, I forgot about this. It is insane. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like while I was reading this, I forgot we were dealing with Otley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old Oliver boy ain't such a poster child after all.
Because last time we saw violence like this, it was with Alan getting ripped apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got better because it's Alan. We can't hate on Alan. We love Alan.
Of course, but like, dude, and plus the coloring on this, Jesus Christ, it's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
So, post penetration of one of the Mauler twins, the Oliver stares at the other one, waiting for a fight, and that twin is very concerned. He yields, completely hands up everything, and you know what Oliver does? Straight up murders him anyway. Straight up punches a person who's given up.
Yeah.
Great.
That's not very hero-like, if you ask me.
I literally read this shit as him just going, sure you can. Like, dude, this is some Mortal Kombat shit. It's fucking
wild. Immortal, shocked that a young child absolutely decimated these two twins. And Oliver turns to him and says, it was an accident. I swear I didn't mean to do it.
I didn't do it. It wasn't.
He just ran into my fist. He hit a doorknob. I don't know.
I'm just a little baby. I do not know.
Goo. I ain't no bad boy. Oh my God. Fuck Oliver. He ain't shit. And I've been saying
Hold on. People.
Yeah.
What?
Look. Hannah also wants to say that mom says, Mom, I'm scared. And then she follows that up with, Mom, pick me up, I'm scared. Follow with that one, but for real, that's sick. I love that. And sounds like Carl Weezer. We're sounding like Carl Weezer right now, mimicking Oliver.
Jimmy's mom.
So just point it out there.
I could
Okay.
We'll do a Carl Weezer channel after this. Next page.
Yeah,
Mark. Obviously, he makes it because it's fucking Invincible. He's the best of the best. He shoves his hand inside a nuclear bomb because that's when you do when it's a nuclear bomb, and it explodes. He flies off. He is amazed that he's still alive because, for the people who don't know, nuclear bombs, they suck. Just ask the Japanese. Anywho, he flies back. Oliver's covered in blood. Cecil comes. Shut up, Mikey. Cecil comes in to inspect the scene of these dead bodies. Mind you, Mark would not be happy to see Cecil and Oliver together. They had a bit of a falling out in the issues in the past. And Oliver's trying to explain that what he did wasn't wrong. Murder's okay. I mean, everyone does it.
Covered in blood. It's just a kid. It's like, what the fuck?
I don't get it. It's okay. They're blue. Blue people deserve to die. He's racist. How about that? Oliver's a murderer and a racist. Anywho, I'll ease up on him because he is just a boy. Cecil tries to comfort him. He says that no problem. I know people. We'll clean it up. Everyone's just shocked because you're a child and they didn't expect a child your size to commit murder. It's a bit unsettling. And then immediately after, without any word or conversation whatsoever, Mark comes in and tackles Cecil, pulling him away, putting him in a chokehold, and says, I told you, I warned you, leave the family alone. And Cecil's like, calm down, Invincible. I'm just trying to help the situation here. And Mark's like, what situation? Looks at the dead bodies, looks at Oliver. Oliver's like, did I do that? And then Mark's like, all right, Sky, now. And they have a nice little powwow. Mark gives a whole lecture being like, what do you mean it's an accident? What do you mean that you're an asshole? What do you mean you're just like my dad and you want to kill people all the time? What is this? And Oliver's like, I mean, don't you want to kill people sometimes? And Mark's like, yeah. So ends the issue.
Yeah. Oliver does not care that he killed these guys. Oliver has no remorse whatsoever.
Which I thought was wild. And I was just like, wow.
I'm going to be honest. I'm disappointed. This is not the direction I thought Oliver was going to go. I did not think he was going to be a cold-blooded killer. But it seems like that's... I mean, he's going to learn, right? He's going to learn.
I'm not saying anything, but I love this. I'm the exact opposite of what you're thinking when it comes to Oliver. Because as we'll find out in the next issue, kind of makes sense why he thinks the way he thinks.
I mean, it does. It does. You're right. It does. It's just not what I wanted. And so I'm personally a little disappointed.
Yeah, because you're just butthurt.
It's fine. I'm sure he's doing something with it.
Yeah. But yeah, so
I think that was a pretty good issue.
That was great.
Yeah. It genuinely shocked me though.
Yeah.
When I saw him, like what he did to the Mahler twins, it was a bloodbath.
Word. Yeah, the thing is, like, when I was reading this, I was like, because I forgot all this, so like, I thought to myself, huh, are the Mahler twins like dead now? Like, it's the last week. I don't remember this being the last time we see them, but I could be wrong.
They seem pretty dead.
Yeah, man, that was but and I love the whole conversation with Mark up in the sky being like, he's like, listen, it's like, we protect people, we don't kill them, we save people, and like Oliver's just like simply just like, why? And it's just like, holy shit. he's questioning it because as I'm going to talk about Lex's issue that like it's just like the way he is, way he was born. It's just how he views things at a very different perspective, obviously.
Yep. Oh yeah, I'll
very
just
alien
when we get there then.
Yeah, but this issue is great. I love the fact that we go back to the same silo that Rex had his comeback in with Lizard League. I thought that was great. Again, my favorite scene though, but like, is just Mark confronting Cecil, being like, "I fucking told you, don't mess with my family." And as I just to prove, just along with the suit, that we have an all new, all awesome, and probably much darker Invincible, and I love that. And yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. And just also it shows that like the fact that Oliver was able to kill the Mahler twins, well, when the last time Mark fought them too with Angstrom Levy, he almost died. So it seems to show that like as of now, Oliver is probably more stronger than his brother. From the looks of it.
Looks like it, yeah.
So, well, we don't know either because like Mark's been getting beefed. He's been getting Aki. So, you know.
True. Yeah. But at this rate, though, he already caught up. Probably he's going to be stronger than Mark at some point. Probably. Maybe. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, any other thoughts? Anyone?
I shared mine. I think this issue's fine.
Fine.
I know it's really good. It's like I said, it's really good.
You're just butthurt because of Oliver. It's fine.
I'm just butthurt because of Oliver.
Yeah,
I've always been right.
Shut up.
I've been right since day one. Anywho, issue 53.
Hold on.
All right.
Anna also says, "Don't fight the urge," but like I don't know what this is referring to.
That sounds like a song lyric. Yeah. Okay. Are we gonna?
Yeah.
We're gonna wait for to explain it.
I don't know. But I mean, I'll bring up the comment when it happens.
Okay. So.
53.
53. Yes. Thank you very much. So we see Titan getting his ass cheeks handed to him by Invincible. The story begins on a mountain. I'm assuming Mount Everest because that's romantic. And Mark and Eve are on their very first date together. A nice little campfire on the side of the mountain. And Eve's like, "Oh my God, this is so fucking romantic. This is great. Wow." And then Mark's like, "Yeah, babe, it's cool.
It's cool."
And it's like, "Hey, with Rex and William, I was lucky to eat at the restaurant without, getting drive-through. So this is like top-notch points, Mark." And Mark's like, "Yeah, okay, babe." All right, Eve's like, "All right, what the fuck is up, bro? Like, you're ignoring me." And Mark's like, "Ah, babe, I'm so sorry. It's just my little brother committed murder the other day. It's been kind of bugging me, so I'm not gonna be great." He's like, "Oh man, that sucks. Oliver committed murder? Who would have guessed it? He was such a good boy. Like everyone loved him, and we had no reason to suspect that he was a bad guy of any form." And Mark's like, "Yeah, totally. So I apologize." He's like, "Yeah, no problem. I get that the whole superhero thing, yeah, have a lot of stress with saving the world and such. So I get it. It's one of the reasons why our relationship works so well, You gotta save the world sometimes. I gotta save the world sometimes. We don't gotta lie to each other either. So if you're stressed, we're good. And if you don't feel like up for a date, totally fine." And Mark's like, "Oh no, I totally want to do this date thing with you." And Eve's like, "Nah, it's totally fine. I get it. You need some time to be alone. You got it." Mark's like, "You're the best, babe." Fly off.
He promises that, like, listen, next time, date. Word.
Yes. Next time, date. Word. Indeed.
Also, Hannah was referring to murder, by the way. So she said, "Don't fight the urge, to kill."
Yeah. If Oliver wants to kill, he has the right to kill. It's okay. He's cute and he's purple. That's fine. Back to the Grayson household. We have Oliver thinking not about murder, because we find out he's a cold-blooded fucking killer. Mark starts the conversation. Hey, you want to talk about yesterday with the whole murder thing? And Oliver's like, a bad guy got stopped. The creepy scar guy cleaned it up. What's the problem? Mark's like, oh, being kind of casual about all this murder thing. Kind of concerning if you ask me. And then I was like, but yesterday you said that what Dad does is totally A-okay and you feel the same exact way, right? Mark's like, no, that's not at all what I fucking said. Jesus fucking Christ. I know what I said and what I did, but listen to this. And then Oliver goes on a tangent. It's like, no, you listen. I'm an alien. I don't give a shit about these people.
I'm an alien. I'm a sociopath.
Yeah. Y'all are assholes. I have no connection to any of you. You could all die, and I wouldn't give two fucking shits. So fuck you, fuck your mother. I'm out.
I mean, I like this conversation because like Oliver kind of makes a good point here when he's just like, human beings are selfish, and I don't like that, and like it's disgusting because where he's from. The better of the society, like like the better of his race was more than enough. So like, because everyone ages so quickly, so like he's just like that's why he's just like it's Mark's was raised here. He gets that Mark has the morals of like killing people is bad. Don't do that. But like Oliver just cares about what needs to get done, which is stopping bad guys. So end them because. Back in my home world, that's exactly what we did. So
Oliver is a sociopath.
Is Oliver slightly convincing you guys that murder is okay?
No, I don't. I think Oliver's a sociopath.
All right, awesome, Mikey. Okay, Mikey wants to murder people. No comment. Moving on. No comment. No comment. Understood.
It's interesting.
Mark makes a decent point and says, you're just a boy. You barely know anyone here. All you know about the world around you is books. Because 1, you're homeschooled. 2, you have no friends. 3, you ain't educated, son. You got to give these people a chance and maybe you'll get some compassion.
And Oliver says the weirdest shit. He's like, I remember every conversation I've had with my birth. My memory is perfect.
Like a goddamn robot.
Perfect being. Yeah. And I do not care about anything.
Yeah, like a goddamn robot. Because Mark's just like, how would you even remember you being that you were a baby? And he's like, I remember everything.
Did you forget, mother? I am superior to you.
Mark's literally just like, man, fuck your memory, bro. You're still a kid.
Yeah. So Mark snaps. And he says, stop. This conversation is horrible. I don't want to deal with the fact that my brother's a sociopath. Excuse me. Yeah. And oddly enough, Oliver's very respectful and says, you know what? Let's just agree to disagree. How about that? I have a unique opportunity, blah, blah, blah. And Mark's like, no, fuck this. And storms out. He leaves, runs to his mom. Mom's angry. Like, what the hell's happening with my boy? Why are you so agitated? I want an explanation. And Mark's like, you told your boyfriend that I'm a superhero. Fuck you.
Yeah, like Mark's he's really mad at Oliver. He's screaming at Oliver, and then his mom comes like, "Hey, Mark, are you okay?" He goes, "And you."
It's like that meme.
Matt, yours is so much better.
Listen, it's like that meme. It's like that video where like he's like the guy slaps his kid, so then everyone gets a slap. Like, I
love it. Yeah. Mark's just going off on everyone that he sees. He storms back into his room to be aggravated alone, and then Eve comes in, being like, "Hey, want to talk about it?" And Mark's like, "Oh, yes, please. I'm feeling kind of stressed right now. I'm not sure if my anger is justified or maybe I'm just losing my temper unnecessarily. Like, I'm just so upset. Am I causing all this tension? I don't really know." And Eve's like, from your side of the story, it seems like you're justified to have this anger. On the other hand, I am coming from a very dysfunctional family, and I hate my mother and father. And Mark's like, fair enough. I want to get my mind off of this stuff. Why don't we go on that date that I promised? And she's like, golly gee, bet. Next page, Mark's helping William move in with Rick because Rick is the big sad. If you remember Rick, he's the guy who turned into a robot.
Yeah.
And now he's depressed.
Not the one that had a half bomb, but not bomb enough. But the guy who's a robot.
Oh yeah. The other one. That was all mean and all machine. Oh yeah. So William's moving out. William was originally Mark's roommate, and Mark's helping. I didn't find anything important to add to this besides the fact that Will's helping.
Yeah.
The only thing that's important is that also Mark's moving out.
Oh,
he's leaving college.
Oh, I completely missed that.
Yeah, he dropped out.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, and like I don't want to draw this out too terribly long, but I have this question primarily for Mikey. Does William ever matter? We're 50 issues in, and William hasn't mattered yet. Is William ever important?
You know, there's more to life than value. There's friendship.
I mean,
there's friendship.
I forgot, but even if I forgot, that probably means he isn't. He's just there. Like, as like, for instance, like Harry Osborn when Peter Parker's Spider-Man. He's just there. Like, you know?
I don't know, because like I don't agree. Because no, go ahead.
No, you got it.
Because Harry, even if you're not talking about when you're the Green Goblin, remove that entirely. Harry as a character is significant because he impacts Peter Parker's life and he impacts Pete's decisions. William doesn't do anything. William doesn't impact Mark's personal life. They talk to each other sometimes, and then Mark leaves, and William he doesn't add anything.
And I think that's intentional with the same reason that you just brought up, because Harry impacts Peter's life in many ways. Kirby wanted to do the exact opposite and was like, he doesn't matter.
But that sucks. Why?
Playing on tropes, my G.
No, that's not playing on a trope. That's nothing.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember. So like I can't tell you.
We'll see. I hope William has a moment.
Yeah, hopefully.
We have a new cyberbully.
Yeah. What? Who's cyberbullying? What?
Yeah, we have a new cyberbully.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh God.
No. Don't hurt me. Should I get back to the comic?
Yeah, please do.
All right. Mark's patrolling the scene because he don't got Cecil no more. It kind of sucks for him. He's losing a lot of time, wasting it just flying back and forth. But he runs into Titan waiting outside the prison. Have a nice little chit chat. Titan's kind of weird. Doesn't seem like he's too interested in fighting. And Mark's like, kind of want to fight you, bro. And Titan's like, if you fight me, I sue you. And then Mike's like, word? And Titan's like, word. So
Mark backhands him. It's awesome.
Yeah, so Mark backhands him. Yeah. So yeah, so really great. Fight, but rather than continuing the fight, but beyond this, a fucking dragon comes out of nowhere to join the fray because
that's here. What?
Yeah. This dragon has waited long enough. I wonder who this could be. Maybe the Asian guy? Racial stereotype, maybe?
Didn't acknowledge my joke.
Yeah. Anywho.
Why didn't you acknowledge my joke? Why?
What?
Why didn't Matt not acknowledge my joke?
Oh, you made a joke? All right, everyone shut up.
I said, holy shit, it's fucking Fin Fang Foom.
It is Fin Fang Foom.
Yes. Good, yes.
And Fin Fang Foom breaks Multipole out of prison.
Word.
Yeah. They didn't mention Multipole yet, but that's what they're doing. Yeah, they're breaking Multipole out of prison. Dragon succeeds, breaks a wall, and Mark just watches them leave. And this very hilarious scene of one of the prisoners popping out, and Mark's like, "You get your ass back in there." And the like, "Okay, I'm sorry." It was so funny. I love it so much. Mark's so great.
It is very funny. I do like that a lot.
Yep. Back to the hideout for the League of Super Evil or whatever their name is. Remember that show? Back there, they have a nice little chit chat. The leader of the I guess the western part of the criminal organization, Mr. Liu, is quite frustrated with Titan that it took him so god dang long to get Paul back. And there's no second chances for business. He messed up, and now he made an enemy, and he's gonna get done diddly dead. And then Titan talks to Isotope. Isotope says, "Please provide me some loyalty." And Isotope's like, "Word up," and teleports them back to China. Yup. China.
Yep. So now Titan's gonna fight the Chinese mafia.
Yes, as you do.
Yeah, which is cool. I like Titan. I think Titan's a cool character, and this dragon guy's cool. So I'm hoping this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I don't care much for Isotope, but I do quite a bit.
He's just a henchman.
Yeah, he's just a henchman, and a henchman he shall stay.
He essentially started a war. It looks like that's what Lou says. So, yeah. So we'll see where that happens. I don't know when that will happen, but hopefully it's soon.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Back to Mark. Flies up, meets Eve in the sky. She's happy that she gets to talk to people in the sky. It doesn't happen often. They came to meet each other, talk about the stronghold, and hang out and talk and blah blah blah. Oh, and they wanted to hang out tonight. Eve was like, "Hey, listen, I know it's early, but I just wanted to take advantage, okay?" And Mark's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Eve. And then Eve just hits him with, "Are you happy? Do you still like me? Do you pay attention?"
And Mark's like, "Eve, it's been 2 issues."
Yeah,
I like you.
Matt, because Taylor's in the chat right now. When I read this shit, it reminded me of what Taylor used to do with you, where she's like, "You don't love me anymore," and just slammer him.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
It's so relatable.
Yeah, if I didn't say I loved her fast enough, you slam her out of the fucking table.
Dude. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the barking is. I don't know if I missed something. I don't know that means.
Maybe if you listened to her from time to time, you'd understand the complexities of what she means. She's obviously referring to this.
There was a week or so where you're doing that fairly often.
She broke her glasses though because of it.
Yeah.
Oh, was it worth it, Taylor?
That's what she thought.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, was it worth it for the?
I mean, it was funny.
But also, I want to clear out when Mark spots Eve, he's staring at that ass. Let's just be real. He's
a man of my heart. Anywho, Mark tells Eve, "Of course, I still like you. Jeez, come on, I'm totally happy with you," and all that stuff. I've just been, mildly upset that my brother's a serial killer now. And Eve's like, "No, wait, you're probably just upset that your brother's a serial killer. You don't need to explain. It's totally fine." And then Mark's like, "Cool," and then they kiss.
How many people do you need to kill to be considered a serial killer? At what point is it serial?
7. Exactly 7.
I think 3.
Not to mention the movie 7, because it's a great movie. But
can we get in the chat how many people do you gotta kill in order to be considered a serial killer?
Anna's really into serial killers, so she'll know the answer to that.
Let us know in the comments down below. How many people do you need to kill to be considered a serial killer?
I would also say 3 as well.
I'm thinking 3.
Yeah.
Awesome. So they set up the date. Mark leaves. Mark's about to head inside, and Oliver was actually outside waiting for him, I guess. Mark's surprised that he didn't see him. He was really high up practicing his flying ability, I assume, and he's yet to been able to go into space. He's not comfortable with that yet. And Mark's like, yeah, you'll get used to eventually. I got forced into it, so it kind of sucked. So Oliver's like, I get that I'm grounded, all right, but let's be honest, you're kind of overreacting over this whole murder thing. And Mark's like, stop, just stop, please. Stop with the murder. It's not okay.
Little purple sociopath.
And Oliver's like, oh man, gosh, geez, I'm sorry. I was just angry. What?
Well,
okay.
No, there's like a little echo every once in a while. Nobody was saying anything.
Oh, okay.
There's people outside like partying or whatever. So
understandable. I thought someone was calling me. Sorry. So back to it. Oliver's like, oh, golly jeez, I'm so sorry. I've seen the error of my ways. I was being super irrational. I come from a different background than you. But we have a cultural difference, you know? So it's just like, I'm just so sorry. I hope you could forgive me, please, brother. If you're willing to give these people a chance, if you care so much, maybe I could give them a chance too. And then Mark's like, yeah, give me a bro hug. And Oliver's like, golly gee willikers, hug time. And then we see the camera from Levi, ooh, and then Oliver staring dead at that camera, being like, I'm gonna fucking murder you, Levi. I'm gonna break your neck.
Or Angstrom's gonna recruit this kid and try to turn him into an Angstrom villain. That's my guess. I think Angstrom's gonna turn our little purple sociopath into a killing machine.
You know what? I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
Also, Taylor says three people. And she's like 3 or more separate events to be a serial killer.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. So it has to be 3 events of murder. So technically, the Mahler twins was 1 event. He's 30%, 33.333333% there to being a serial killer.
He's on his way. He's on his way.
He's on his way.
So ends 53. Thoughts, gentlemen?
I say the same thing at the end of every last issue, every episode. And I'm going to say it again. This is a lot of wrap up from this arc, a lot of setup for the next arc. It's not that interesting, but it's important and it's good stuff. Yep. Like it's what it is. Same thing every time.
Shit I'm doing here?
More cooking. More cooking. Adding those spices. You know?
When can I eat the gumbo, Mikey?
Go with Invincible.
The meat's
raw. A little Titan, a little dragon over here. A little sociopathic purple boy. Some Angstrom Levy.
Just Salt Bay the seasoning right there.
Salt Bay with alien genocide and.
But yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes.
Yeah, this was a good issue. Yeah, the whole thing with Oliver, that conversation they had with Mark was pretty interesting. I thought stuff with Eve is great. As always, I'm excited to see what Titan is gonna do. I don't remember when that arc. I think maybe we'll cover before we do the event, probably the next 2 episodes, maybe. Hopefully, that stuff seems interesting. It's a good setup. I'm with Titan and essentially.
I'm really surprised that he made it for this long. Like I remember, what was it like? First 2 issues, maybe.
Yeah,
he was like there for a while.
Yeah, we found him in the first issue where he was robbing the bank when Mark had that crappy costume. His proto costume.
Man.
And he stepped up. Now he's the mob boss now. So
he's come a long way.
Way.
Yeah. I love this. This is, and plus like Angstrom's coming back, obviously because of the event. So this is more cooking for that. It's good stuff. I mean, this arc was okay. I mean, if like because the early first 2 issues published, like 2 issues were like all right, but like the other 3 were pretty good. So like
I agree.
I had a question. I had a question for y'all. So I know y'all don't. I know Matt doesn't like Oliver killing. So Matt, are you a no kill rule type of dude?
For the most part. Here's the thing: people kill people. It happens. Sometimes it happens by accident. Mark killed Angstrom Levy, and I thought that was really cool. That was a great moment. He didn't mean to, and he feels really bad about it, and it's an important point for his character. I don't like that Oliver's a sociopath. That's what it comes down to.
Okay.
I wanted him to be better than this.
Okay. All right. So you're not a fan of heroes killing. You're not a fan of heroes killing.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. I don't think anti-heroes are that interesting. I'm not into the Punisher.
Wait. Sorry. Go ahead, Christian.
I remember this one saying, like, you kill a serial killer, the number of serial killers doesn't change. Unless you kill two.
Unless you kill two.
That's a thinker.
Okay.
That's a thinker.
The thing is, for me,
yeah,
I don't mind heroes not killing, for instance, with Batman, right? I hate the fact he lets the Joker get away every fucking time, and the Joker kills more people, and I hate it. I know it's for plot, because you can't have more stories without more shit like that, but just for me, it's a 3-strike rule. Fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me twice, put the blame on you. Fool me 3 times, fuck the peace sign, and put the blame on you. I will murder. That's me personally.
Sure.
But that's for some characters, not all of them.
I personally don't believe in murder, even including the whole Joker thing.
Yeah.
But I'd also like to say you could learn a pretty good lesson if you take away some kneecaps. Just don't give them back. Just saying.
Sure.
Just saying.
The Joker's everything, and he's still doing his shit.
I think there is always a better solution.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
I also, and this is getting into the weeds a little bit, I also think that I think never mind. It doesn't matter. It's related. I think there's always a better way. We'll leave it at that.
Taylor has something to say. It's I think it's not impossible to kill in defense or accident, but I feel like as a hero, it's not your job to be judgment, take away from someone's life. That's also true, but
I feel like that's a pretty decent summary right there.
That's basically what I was going to say. I think it's very well said. I completely agree. Yeah.
I'm just when motherfuckers go too far.
I just want to break their kneecaps. You don't need your kneecaps to learn a lesson about killing people's wrong. Just break their kneecaps. You're racist? Break their kneecaps.
I just think murder is the last resort for a villain that goes too far. That's just me.
So you're okay with murder, but I don't know, man. Murder's a slippery slope. Once you kill one, what's stopping you from killing another?
Also,
morality.
But it's good stuff, man. This whole book, good stuff. So that was the question I had. I was just curious.
That was a good question. I'm happy you brought it up.
Yeah, but I'm excited. I'm excited for what's happening. I'm just only 2 episodes away. We need 2 more episodes and then our event. Okay.
I'm very excited.
So
we get to eat.
So should I reveal what we're doing next week?
Yeah, Michael, let's talk about next week.
So next week, people, we are going to do volume 11, the Happy Days, called Happy Days. Never watched. I think I've watched some Happy Days. I'm not gonna lie. It's very white, but it's a sitcom. And we're also going to mix that in with Astounding Wolfman number 11 because the last issue ties directly before that issue. So we're doing that. So that's going to be issues 54 to 59. Oh my god. Okay. 54 to 59, and then Astounding Wolfman's after that, number 11. Dude, no, we only have 1 episode left.
Even better.
Holy shit! Because the event is 60 to 65. We're literally like next week and after.
Oh,
like,
okay, perfect. Good.
Dude, holy
That's good.
Yeah. I don't know about Friday, people, because I will be traveling back home, and I probably won't be back until perhaps Sunday.
Okay.
So we'll see how that works. So you may either get an episode like Saturday-ish, or maybe Sunday, or maybe even Monday. So we'll just because of that, you know.
Yeah,
so,
we'll figure it out. I think I'm doing something Sunday. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, guys, we're closer. We're getting closer to our event. It's, as I said before, many times, it's my favorite event in Invincible, and so we're getting there. And high five to us. We're kind of basically halfway-ish, I guess. I don't know. Is this a halfway point? I don't know.
Close. It's pretty close. Yeah.
We're pretty close. I don't know. I don't want to do math. So like, let's see. Like, there's 144. No, we're not even halfway.
Oh no, we're not.
Yeah. But yeah, guys. So look out for that.
That's
people.
it.
Yeah, that's it. So, Chris, you want to give us an outro?
Yeah. You know, in the mood of the season, I feel like we should do something more festive. So I am going to read to you a Christmas text chain. Merry Christmas, bitches. Now that it's finally Dickmas, Santa's about to slide down your hot, hot chimney tonight. So lick those juicy candy canes and drink up that creamy eggnog. It's about to get wet down at Santa's workshop, if you know what I mean. Don't forget to slide down that XX extra big North Pole and make sure your cookie is yummy enough for Santa to eat. But you're bad enough to handle. I'm gonna stop here. I'm just uncomfy.
You're this far into it, man. You better finish it.
Right, continuing it. Santa's
don't get me started and not finish.
Equal sign candy cock. Equal sign D squirty emoji. Question mark. Send this to 10 of your baddest bitches elves and get 5 back. You're on the naughty list this year. If you get 10 back, you better be ready for Santa's hot cumlet. What? Anyway, if you get 20 back, you get the most bitchin' peppermint pussy in the North Pole. Hope you get to blow lots of Xmas dick and that you get lots of Xmas cummies. I have a slutty Dickmas, you ho ho ho. I really regretted it halfway through. I want to go home and pray.
I don't even know if I can follow. Also, people, look out for our bonus episode. We're gonna do the Science Dog stuff. So Science Dog specials. Look out for that. That's gonna happen eventually. And to quote the Blur Without Fear, wash your damn hands. Peace out, y'all. Peace out.
Wait, guys, get before you go.
What?
Terry would like to say something.
Oh.
Oh my God! Get home safe, y'all.
Get home safe.
I'm not reading this, but okay, they can see that. Get home safe, people. Get home safe.
At the street, Mikey.